Hello everyone, it's Yin Yang Total War, and we are back with another episode of Rome Total War. So, last time we left off, and let's zoom out for this one. Last time we left off, we had just completely eradicated the Etruscan League down in Sardinia, and we were moving up into Cisalpina, which I'm just going to call northern Italy because I'm not gonna destroy these names anymore. But that being said, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Still used to those Warhammer controls, so I apologize about that.
Ready for
So,
orders.
moving on to Genoa, we had stopped just short of attacking the city, realizing that they had 1, 2, 3. Well, let's say 1, 2, and then the garrison army as well. Not that this is going to make a difference, but those hoplites could make just a little bit of a difference. Any general unit really is going
At your command.
to do something. And we had unfortunately lost our spy. So, looking at how things are now,
Yes.
we could move towards Genoa with our fleet, which is what we're going to actually go ahead and do.
Hard on the oars, you men. Your next command.
And I don't think that we can actually recruit or hire mercenaries for that matter.
We hunger for battle. Ready for orders.
Now, something that we could do is move the 3rd Legion into Genoa as well to reinforce us, but my concern is if we place them too close, we're going to spread that plague around. So, they are going to continue to hold off for now. Hopefully not spreading this plague around any further. And it looks like the plague has died out in the cities, so we're just waiting for it to die out in the fort, where we have them
we hunger for battle.
quarantined. Oh. With all that said, let's take a look at Rome as a political animal. It might be time to let our brother join in on the action. Yeah, I'd say so. So, let's get an army raised at Velithri. I hope it's Velithri, not Velothri. It could be either one. I'm sure one of you guys out there knows. It's just not me.
At your command.
Get that army raised, and then let's get Crescentia a little bit higher level. We can make it a market settlement since it is so close to our border with Sicily, and by Sicily I mean Syracuse. And then we will recruit just a couple units. Ooh,
Are you ready
can't
to
really
serve
afford
Rome?
much. Let's get him some equites, and we'll call it there for now. And it looks like once again they are coming for us in a fortified position. So, just like last time, we're going to attempt to hold them in place. We could retreat and fall back, but I would rather go ahead and knock them out. Or at least attempt to knock them out. Hopefully we don't lose everybody in our battle. But enough talking, let's get into it.
Noble defenders, listen to my words. We stand on the ramparts, ready to sell our lives dearly. If death is the price for victory, so be it. I hope that you live to celebrate victory with me. Forward!
And one of the coolest things about the mod I'm using, and I'll have to, I think it's called aging, acclimatizing, and something else, but I can't remember. The generals upgrade as you make them better, right? Look at him. Look at him versus where he was. He's got this cool helmet. He's got this awesome armor, right? That is something that we like to see. Now, especially from our greatest general.
Quick march!
Much to my own shame, because he's not the leader that I chose, but he's the leader who's getting all the action, right? Looking at the battlefield, unfortunately, the enemy just and it thinks that I'm playing as them for some reason. Looking at the minimap, but the enemy has decided that they want to use the same tactic, and I just don't understand it. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot that I had the flags on. Let's keep it more realistic, you know? Now it does look like they decided not to run straight into the caltrops this time, so that's an improvement. And we were not completely ready to capture them. Ooh, that fire animation. But yeah, the charging in from one side thing, I just don't get it. Look, AI is what AI is, and with the mostly Levy Freeman army, I said, oh, you know, they're stupid. I get it. These guys aren't mostly Levy Freeman. This is the army that consists of mostly Greeks. You know, I'm not saying that Greeks were smarter than northern or than the northern Italian barbarians. Still, at this time, they kind of were, right? They definitely do look cool, though. I will give them that. And I love my Greek, my Greek hoplites looking like, you know, hoplites. Even if it's not historically accurate. The Corinthian style helmet is just too cool to pass up. And this is unfortunately where they have messed up. They've all gathered in to try and back each other up, pushing their front lines further and further, trying to apply the weight of their mass. Seeing this, obviously, we're going to use the same tactic that worked for us in the past. That's going to be encircling and destroying them. it is time to shut down their missile corps. No more slingers for you. We're done with all that, right?
Happy to serve Rome.
It looks like our infantry on this flank has already engaged.
Quick march! Men, swords drawn and make ready.
And you know, somebody's gotta be looking back, realizing what's up. Not that it's about to matter. Ooh. And with the Velites forming up, now comes the true devastation of the enemy lines. And the real shame is that their superior armor probably could have saved them from this devastation. Oh well. Ooh. That was ugly. And just a big shout out to the more cinematic battles mod. It actually slows down things a little bit, lets you really zoom in and take a look at, you know, the gore and individual battles that are happening here. I like this guy who's just dazed. Had to shake himself awake, remember where he was. And unfortunately, sometimes the battles like these just come down to these grind fights. Something that you really don't see in later Total War. I mean, sometimes you do, but these grinding blobs against each other I think once you really get into the heat of battle, it's honestly a little bit more realistic. Maybe not as pleasing to the eyes or quite as fun, but there's no big orc clearing out space for for himself, killing 200 people, right? It is just mano-a-mano action. And they do appear to be beginning to break. So, as fun as this is, I think now would probably be a good place to say that I will see you back on the campaign now. Yeah, there they go. Ooh. All right, yeah, and I will see you guys back on the campaign map. And another astounding victory for us. We did lose more units that time because they had better troops, obviously, than Levy Freeman. But, I mean, that was pretty much all that they had in the tank. So, looks like all the glory is going to go to the 2nd Legion. We could enslave them, but we are still on the vengeance path, so we're going to kill them.
Finding shelter.
You find that shelter. And they have another army in reserve. That's amazing. And it looks like Genoa is diseased. I hope that doesn't mean that our army is diseased.
Ready for battle.
Nope, it's the city itself. And let's see.
Ready for orders.
Are we on the road to recovery? I believe we are.
At your command.
So the 3rd Legion is going to go in rest in
Commander, waiting for
Velathri,
To your duties,
or Velathri.
Ready for orders.
And for some reason, we're still not replenishing. It doesn't say that we're diseased, but apparently that is going to stick with us another
we
turn.
hunger for battle.
Disease and starvation. We're not starving, are we? Huh. Very strange. Maybe the entire province is still suffering from it. That's the only thing that I can think of. Let's see. Huh. Oh, yep. There is still disease happening here, and that's unfortunate, but
At your
let's
command.
let's get the first legion moving
March.
before we lose any more troops.
Gathering supplies.
At your command. It is a great and glorious thing
And the
to die
fourth
for Rome.
is getting ready to go. Let's have this be a more cavalry focused army while we're at it. And then I don't want to try to push them out of Genoa with this army still in there, so we're going to hold tight for now. Next turn we should be able to make some moves, but
Ready for
until then,
orders.
oh, looks like we've got a tradition.
We hunger for
See, what
battle.
would be a good tradition? Stalwart defenders, for sure. And then we're definitely not artillery experts. That's very specific. I'm gonna go with unrelenting force. These guys will not be stopped again. Never again. And I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like my legions to have titles that haven't really been earned.
We
You know what I
hunger
mean?
for battle.
That's just like, hey, where are you from? That doesn't really. And Augusta? That doesn't even sound. That's not something that would have happened yet. So, if you guys have any names for my legions, please let me know. Minerva, that's the Roman version of Athena, if I'm not mistaken. But still,
Ready for battle.
let's end that turn.
Can you not see? Together, our armies could be nigh invincible.
You keep
The
telling
world
me.
will tremble before our collective might.
No thanks. I don't want to be drugged into your wars.
In honor, I come bearing gifts. And why do you move away in such a fashion?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you throw on a client state offer? No?
You have spoken much, but little of it has been rational or clear-headed. I cannot agree.
We could move the Legion to, you know, a little bit further back so that we can have reinforcements. But if we don't move in the right direction and they chase us down, we're definitely gonna die. I think that we can handle some levy freemen. So, as this character, Lucius Lebo, probably believes that he believes in his own hype for sure. So let's get into this battle.
These walls are strong, but it is not walls that hold a place. It is strong men with stronger hearts. Men such as you. We will hold this place, no matter what comes against us. Prepare!
That's me!
Gotta love those Rome speeches. And I'm really digging the the, you know,
Double time!
leadership here. Unfortunately, the enemy is attacking us from the same direction again. Here they come through the woods. And I really don't know if that's like a bug with the AI in fort battles or what. But I was thinking they'd at least try to surround us. Because they could win. I'm not saying it's likely, but they could. If they, you know, try a different tactic.
Obliviamos! See?
At this point, they're unfortunately just ready to lose, I guess? I don't know.
In service of Rome!
Genoa must be very important to them. Here they come with their slingers.
At the double!
And Lebo, already knowing the deal, has already started moving his troops around.
Enemies off!
Although this time they are coming at us with a lot more slingers, so they could potentially do a lot of early damage to us.
Seniors, leave your section! Which of my life's blood! This is the end,
And the cavalry killing themselves on those caltrops again. And the flanking army awaiting the general's say-so. And you know, if TA ever makes another run, which, who knows, maybe they will in the future, I hope that they really break down, right, the different levels of government that you could fall into, the political favor it took just to gain an army, right? So that you could go out and earn more glory and more land for yourself and for your house. The fact that what's the word? Leadership roles, we'll say, were not only political but temporary, right? You couldn't just lead an army for your entire life. Not until much later. During the days of the Republic, you'd take an army and you could take it to glory, and then you had to return to Rome and let someone else lead that army, right? Or at least that's how it worked from my knowledge. Hopefully I'm not talking out of the side of my neck here. and it looks like the back of the fortress has emptied out. The flanking forces are moving into place.
In service to Rome! Advance!
And these guys might even have stood a chance with our dwindling numbers had they bothered to A, use tactics, and B, bring some padded clothing or shirts or armor. I mean, some of their troops have it. Most of them don't. And a chest plate and helmet can really make a difference when you're getting shot at by flaming arrows, stabbed at by swords that are made of the same or lesser material. Ooh, and hit by some friendly fire. Looks like our friend forgot where he was for a second. Ooh. And you can really tell that this fort has become more of a permanent location. Just looking at the building. I remember when we put this fort up, it just had tents. I don't know if that's a actual development or if it's just because where we're located, but I like it. I do wish that, and one thing I think is really, really cool, that they're bringing back, although it's kind of like a half measure, I think it's really awesome that Pharaoh is going to have buildable forts, like that you can actually like have stay on the campaign map. Good Lord, look at all those, those javelins, and they're still trying to come through. Like, guys, just aim up. Anyway, because I think that this fort that has seen all this battle, all this blood, I think it would be cool if it was a permanent structure that we could fall back to in the event that we got pushed back into Italy, right? I mean, technically, we're not even out of Italy. But in the future, you know, it'd be cool to have this as a memorial. have it occupied by a token force. Oh, and that's one thing I totally that I totally missed, like being able to have armies without generals. I didn't want to take them on campaign, but having them stay as defensive forces with a lesser commander like a captain, I think that they'd have to rename that, you know, 'cause, like generals are supposed to be legates. Anyway, for those of you guys who are more old school Total War, let me know in the comment section. Do you guys miss that too? Uh-oh, and it looks like they are retreating again. So, with that said, I'll catch you guys back out on the campaign map. And a heroic victory from the House of Julia once again. I don't know if any of you guys are Star Trek fans, but one of my favorite lines from Star Trek was when Captain Sisko said, "Here we will hold." And I think that that is going to be the title of this episode, because this is where we held. This far and no further. And a ship battle. Not sure why they believe that they can take us, but I will have to quick save and allow that battle to be our opening battle for the next episode, because this one is already starting to drag on. But I will see you guys in the next one, and I look forward to continuing. I didn't realize that our conquest was going to be so slow. This is actually pretty exciting. So anyway, as always, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll see ya. Thanks again to everyone for watching. I really couldn't do this without the support of my family, friends, and everyone who is helping me take my dream of becoming a content creator to the next level. I believe this channel will only get better as time goes on, so if you want to aid me in this journey, all I ask is you do what the kids say.
Comment, like, and subscribe!
Thanks guys, and we'll see you in the next one.